much does it move it if the handle's weird? Figure it out. Hey, dude. Don't take Joe's stuff. Go switch with Joe. Why do you get that? It's like that. Just not long enough to flip it. Alright, here we go. Move it, that hand is in the way. At 6:20. So it's going like 30 seconds. Why is it like this? Yo, yeah. Have JD in the booth with you guys. Okay. On a brisk Sunday afternoon in Millbrook, a tilt between the Trinity Pawling Pride and Millbrook Mustangs coming to you live from the Bonnecue. Welcome to the home opener. I'm Charlie and joined by Adam Beck and JD. Now let's dive into some key points for today's game.
So the first thing we're going to look at is, this is the second matchup and meeting in between these two teams in only 2 days. Friday's game was a 5-3 Millbrook win with Nico Rexine scoring 2 goals, Bauer Morrissey with 2 goals, Cam Lowe also had a goal, and Adam Jubron and Jake Percival both had assists. In that game, Millbrook only had one 5-on-5 goal. That's something that we'll talk about a little bit later on in the open, but nonetheless, they had 2 power play goals and 2 4v4 goals. History between the teams, Millbrook is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings against Trinity Pawling. They've outscored Trinity Pawling 29-19 in these past 6 meetings. And if we look at some guys on Millbrook's roster that have really been Trinity Pawling killers, there's none bigger than Nico Rexine, who has 9 points against Trinity Pawling in the last 3 games. That's right, you heard it. He's averaging 3 points per game against the Trinity Pawling Pride. Also, Adam Jubron is another name to watch. Those guys will both be on that first line today. Jubron has 6 points in the last 2 games against Trinity Pawling. Now let's look at Trinity Pawling's roster. The scouting report for them is they like putting pucks on net and causing chaos in the offensive zone. They're a big and physical team. They like to put pucks on net. They like to be big and physical, cause chaos. That's their jam. The names to watch are Ryan Walker, number 21. He had 26 points in 15 games last year in AAA. Jared Mangan, number 22, 17 points in 24 games. And Zach Kircher, who had 16 points in 25 games. Now let's turn it back to Millbrook. For them, the 3 keys to the game has to be get some 5v5 success. As I said earlier, right, they only scored 1 5v5 goal against Trinity Pawling in the last game. Definitely something that Coach Soriento wants to emphasize is getting some balanced scoring and get that 5v5 success. Also, look for them to tighten it up in their own zone as well as be aggressive on the forecheck. Both of these are really crucial, important things that Coach Soriento really wants to take a deep dive into, really make sure that his team plays a fundamentally sound game. Once again, remember, this is only the second game of the season, but it's February, so it feels different. There's a different energy, so they really want to get back to basics here and just be fundamentally sound. Now, though, let's go to the goaltending matchup. For Millbrook, it's going to be Jake Hugeson, the junior in net today. It's going to actually be his first ever game starting against Trinity Pawling. In 10 games last season, he gave up a 2.25 goals average per game and with a .902 save percentage. And then for Trinity Pawling, it's going to be Cam Carroll, number 1 in net today. In 12 games last season, he had a 3.81 goals allowed average, as well as an .886 save percentage. That's going to be their starting netminders today.
Now time to look at the starting lineup for Millbrook. Their top line is going to be Adam Jubron, Jake Percival, and Nico Rexine. All three have been very good. Percival, not so much, but Jubron and Rexine have just dominated Trinity Pawling this season and last. Look for them to put up some big points. On defense, they're going to start Bauer Morrissey and Ryan D'Souza. Bauer Morrissey had two goals in Friday's matchup against Trinity Pawling. He should also be someone to look forward to. As we get set for puck drop here, it's going to be Percival and Gordon taking the draw. Percival wins the draw. Jubron will put it back to D'Souza over to Bauer. Morrissey up the wing. There's Jubron. He'll take it into the zone. Bauer with a quick shot. D'Souza will corral that along the wall. He'll send it back deep. Jubron into the corner after that. He's bothered there. And right in front, Nico Rexine scores! Wide open!
And that is
Nico Rexine!
That is exactly the start that they were looking for. Nico Rexine now 10 points in 4 games, and I mean, it's not even 21 seconds into the game here. Nico Rexine, really good job. First shot on net, a goal. It's exactly how Coach Orienta would want to start it. Nice job there by Millbrook.
And you know that play all started as Zach Kircher for Trinity Pawling mishandled the puck along the wall. Danny Smith wins the face-off. Back to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli over. Lucy finished along the wall. And Hennessy will bump it in. Hennessy back into the corner. He's bothered there by Kimball. And they break it out. There's Bloater. As Hennessy dumps it back in, there's Bloater with it. He'll move it over to Michael Fritz. Michael Fritz dumps it in the old dump and chase. You'll love to see that.
This is going to be the first real zone time from Trinity Pawling in today's game. We've seen a lot of Millbrook in the first few minutes. Let's see what Trinity Pawling can do here.
And the puck is stuck up along the dasher as it makes its way past Kimball and will go all the way down to Cam Carroll while he dumps out the net to play that. DJ Walsh on the forecheck. That's Michael Fritz making the stretch pass to Bloater, but that is mishandled. It'll be John McLaughlin back in the corner after that puck, battling with Gordon.
And that's
McLaughlin sends it around the dasher to Walsh. Walsh finishes Nichols along the wall.
And that was great aggressiveness by Johnny McLaughlin right there. He was matched up against a lot bigger offensive player, and he just did a good job tying him up and getting the puck loose to his teammate.
It will be Christo Walker and Simeon on the draw, just to the right of Cam Carroll. Millbrook with that early 1-0 lead as we're in 6:24 into the period. Trinity Pawling will regroup in their own zone. That's Nichols right there. He'll run it up the wall for Simeon. Simeon looking for Gordon. Gordon and McLaughlin battling there. Walker will come away with it. He's clogged up by his own player, DJ Walsh, and comes far as Nichols, who is absolutely cleaned out on the play. And Trinity Pawling will regroup. They hit Gordon. Gordon going 1-on-2. Trying to make something happen, waiting for some support. There's Nichols. Nichols drives hard to the corner. DJ hits him off there. Bauer Morrissey, the captain. He'll run it D to D to McLaughlin. McLaughlin skating up ice. Dumps it back to center. Mishandled there by Block. Block dumps it back in. That's Hayes hard on the puck. We have a high stick.
And something we've seen early on in today's game is the absolute physicality from Millbrook here. I mean, Millbrook's not a huge or physical team, but they're really doing a good job, especially Johnny McLaughlin and DJ Walsh really using their body to make an impact on the ice.
Trinity Pawling looking for an offensive zone draw win here and make something happen. Walker loses the draw, but that skips by Schultz there, and they'll have to regroup. Schultz looking to break out, hits Walker, but Sakura is there to break that up. And Southwick now flying out of his own zone, hits Luke Bumgartner, who dumps it in. Sakura going hard to the corner. Trinity Pawling opts to rim it around. That's Walker there. He puts it up there for Graber. And icing is called against Trinity Pawling.
And I love the dump and chase game that fourth line was playing right there. They're a little bit of the bigger line of these Millbrook lines. Did a really good job just getting that puck deep and chasing after it.
Mangan loses the draw. D'Souza mishandles. Tokarala trying to put it in front, but Mangan blocks that. He'll move it to Schultz. Schultz dumps that out. Now it's Mac Elliott playing, and Jake Hugeson will come out of the crease to play that. Southwick battling along the wall as that puck moves to the side. Graber with a shot. Toe save made by Hugeson. D'Souza and Southwick trying to get out of their own zone as Graber now has the puck. They'll move it up to Kimball. Kimball at the point throws a shot on net, which deflects wide. That puck is thrown deep by Kircher. Kircher, cross seam pass. That is nobody home. And that moves back to the point. Mishandled by Kimball. Sakura has it. Keeps it in. No offside. And there was, as the battle along the wall is real, the puck is stuffed in there. And it breaks free. Robbie Southwick, Trinity Pawling comes away with it, trying to make something happen. Can't seem to get anything going here. Puck along the wall once again. Bumgartner pounding Stover. Sakura to the corner, trying to get this out of the zone. And he will, but that will be icing against Millbrook. And that's washed out by Nico Rexine. Makes a good hustle
there by Nico Rexine, getting that down, waving off the icing, and now they've got some zone time here.
Nico Rexine flying behind the net. He'll move it to Adam Jubron. Jubron looking for someone. He'll move it back to the point. Shot on by Cam Lowe, and that goes wide. Jubron trying to center it, but Fritz will clean that up.
Carroll was out of the net there on his wallet.
And Bloater will clear that away, down for an icing, which will hem Trinity Pawling into their own zone.
Something I like to see there from Millbrook is after that last shift where Trinity Pawling had some pretty good zone time. They were getting some shots on net. They had some pretty good offensive zone time there. Love to see Millbrook just come back and put some pressure on Cam Carroll in net, just get some pucks at him. And let's see if they can continue to do that in the next few minutes.
Draw will come to the right of Cam Carroll. Percival will take the draw against Bloater. Percival wins the draw. Jubron forks at it. Jubron with it now, but at the bottom of the circle. Jubron will leave it low for Rexine. He'll move it around for Percival. They're playing the cycle game, boys. They'll leave it low for Jubron. Jubron trying to come up the wall, but he's cut off. Now it's Cam Lowe at the top of the point. He'll walk across the blue line. Moves it for Rexine. Back to the point it goes. Cam Lowe over to Jubron. Jubron down to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli trying to drive into the slot. Percival just misses that pass a little bit. Up to Jubron at the point. He'll spinorama down for Percival, who will get a shot on. Blocker saved by Cam Carroll, and that's dumped back out.
And that was great team passing there by Millbrook. Really using the cycle, really finding their teammates. Really good job there, just keeping the puck moving and keeping the defense off balance.
And Mangan destroys Rexine. Two big guys there. As this is a hot, heavy game. Percival comes flying out of his own zone. 3-on-3 with Trinity Pawling. Millbrook will opt to change. Percival down low. Looking for someone in the slot. Can't seem to find anyone. So he'll leave it low. That's Cullen Hennessy on the puck now, being manhandled behind the net.
And that was a good job late in the shift by Jake Percival. He'd been on the ice for a few minutes, and he just kept the puck in the up zone, allowing for his line mates
Schultz
to change.
tumbles down to the ice. Michael Lucy will pick up the loose change and come flying the other way. Mike Lucy sidesteps TP. And Kircher will come the other way. The big defenseman, Kircher, battling with John McLaughlin. And they move it to Mangan. And a shot on from Block, which is through a lot of traffic. Hugesson does make the save. As Trinity Pawling will regroup. Nichols looking for the stretch pass to Fernasiak. Fernasiak does tip that, so icing is watched out. Danny Smith looking for the pass. Doesn't seem to get it, and it trickles down at the TP goal line. DJ Walsh, big hit on Nichols as they battle for it along the wall. Graber will throw that puck out as far as Bauer Morrissey in center. And then Peschner will try and get it deep. He's going to hold along the wall, looking for DJ in the slot. Doesn't find him. DJ will cycle around, but he loses the zone and will have to regroup. D'Souza throws it deep.
I'm liking the offensive creativity right now from Millbrook. They're really doing a good job moving the puck and being creative in the offensive zone.
Fogu down to Nichols. Nichols over to Ford. Ford is dumped by Crystal Walker. And then Nichols out to Ford once again. Ford looking for the cross-seam pass, and that will deflect up and out of play into the Trinity Pawling bench. So, geez, we got a fast-moving game. With just 10:08 left to play in the first period, Millbrook up 1-0.
But most importantly, it's really physical right now, and Millbrook's doing a good job using their speed to try and beat that physicality.
Mazzarelli with the puck now as he circles around, and he's going to try and get into the offensive zone, and he gains the blue line. Pulls up in the corner. Southwick battling. There's Walker. Walker makes a nice pass to Fritz. Fritz is flying up the wing. The defenseman coming down makes a nice move. Shot. He scores. What a snipe.
What a nice goal by Michael Fritz there, the captain, number 5. That was just a great move on the defenseman and just beats Jake Hugesson up high to tie the game at 1-1 with 9:48 left in the first period. Really good job, a good answer by Trinity Pawling. Millbrook had really been, controlling the pace of this game, especially in the offensive zone, and TP does a good job to respond right there with the goal.
Michael Fritz, the captain, the defenseman, had 3 goals last season in 25 games with Trinity Pawling. So big goal for them, trying to get their club moving. Draw at center, Walker wins that. Southwick. Mazzarelli with it now, he'll bank it off the wall for Bumgartner. Bumgartner trying to get it to Southwick, but it comes back down. And that deflects up and out of play with just 9:35 left to play in the first. The score is now 1-1 with a goal from Nico Rexine and Michael Fritz respectively. Percival does win the draw, and he'll go rim it around his behind.
We have a ref down.
And the linesman took a tumble to the ice.
And now we're going to get some 4-on-4 time. As I said in the open, Millbrook scored 2 goals on 4-on-4 last time they played Trinity Pawling on Friday. So let's see what they can do here with a little bit extra space, a little bit of extra ice. And let's see if they can capitalize, get another goal, answer back.
Offsetting penalties for roughing. Gordon for Trinity Pawling and McLaughlin for Millbrook. Those are both 2-minute minors, so we'll see 2 minutes of 4-on-4 action here. We'll see who fares better with more open ice. Percival loses the draw to Mangan. That is as Rexine will come away with it. Rexine up the wall makes a beautiful pass to Dubron. That's a little hot for his stick. Moves it to the corner. He's checked there. Jubron still with it, battling at his feet and looking for someone as he dangles through everyone, looking for a cross-team pass to Rexine, doesn't find it. Morrissey pinches in from the point. Morrissey will move it to Jubron. Jubron starts the cycle, but that's blocked up there, and Pawling will come away with it. Bauer Morrissey back in his own zone. Got to be a penalty there, but no call. That's a missed call against Mangan as Trinity Pawling tries for the scoring opportunity for Moiseev, but no. Rexine comes out of his own zone. They're looking to start something. 1-on-3, he goes into the corner. He'll rim it around the back. That was for Percival, but Moiseev will be there first. Moiseev trying to get it out. Rexine will get the puck back, but lose the zone. Morrissey dancing around his own blue line, looking for someone. He'll find Lowe. Lowe up to Jubron. Jubron is at the end of his shift. He's got to be gassed. Mazzarelli here fires it back into Percival. Percival gains the blue line, loses the puck. Moiseev will pick it up. Moiseev for Kimball. Kimball along the wall. He's flying down there. Kimball pulls up. Almost loses the zone. Loses the puck. Jubron will come away with it. And here comes Smith. Smith through the middle. Almost stood up by Fritz, but doesn't lose his balance. And it's Graber the other way. Grader into the offensive zone. Grader goes to the corner. Mazzarelli there to play him. Grader loses his feet. But in comes Kircher to pinch down from the point and play that puck. Kircher now flying around the outside of the zone. That's tipped off by Hennessy. Hennessy tries to go the other way, but he's tied up there by Kircher. And an open Graber will find that puck, looking as the penalties expire. Smith now with it, as he's absolutely stood up by Graber at open ice. Mazzarelli will chip it into their zone as he moves back to play defense. And now Walker dumps it low. As Hennessy will try and find that puck along the wall, but Schultz will beat him to it, and Michael Lucy picks up the loose puck as he goes the other way. He's tripped up, no penalty call. And it's Schultz there who will leave it back for Nichols. Nichols up the wall looking for Gorton. Gorton finds Hayes, and Smith will dump it out of his own zone, just chips it back to center. Everyone will regroup. Millbrook will change, so will Trinity Pawling.
I think something that we should really notice here is the passing in the opposite zone for Trinity
Orsini loses the puck battle there to Fernesiak.
It has not been on point.
Walker finished along the wall, and it's Orsini who will put it up to Walsh. Walsh looking for a nice, beautiful cross-ice pass to Price Gallagher. Walker dumps it into the zone. That's a shot on net. Cam Carroll will make a nice glove save. As Schultz will turn the corner and try and find Hayes. Hayes chips it right into block, and then Hayes finds it again and chips it into the offensive zone. They will change. With 6:04 left to play in the first, it's still 1-1. As they find Simeon down the wing. Simeon goes one-on-one with, and he drops the puck to Bloater, and Hugeson will fall on top to make the save. 5:51 left, still 1-1.
Just talking about the offensive zone for the Trinity Pawling Pride, something that needs to be tightened up for them is their passing. It's not been crisp. It's been leading to a lot of turnovers. So look for that to be something that Trinity Pawling tries to tighten up moving forward.
And Southwick is tied up on the draw. Baumgartner tries to come in and get that, but Trinity Pawling will come away with it. It's Bloater there trying to find Kimball, who is finished along the wall by Baumgartner. That pass hits Sakura's stick. He dives after that one, but Fritz will come away with it. Bauer following Fritz below the goal. They battle for it, and out comes away with Southwick. But they keep it in at the point. That was a nice keep-in by Simeon. Sakura there along the wall to find that puck, and he banks it there, find Baumgartner. Baumgartner finds Southwick. Southwick going into the corner, trying to grind down there and make something happen in the offensive zone. Fritz will make a nice breakout pass to Walker as he finds some open ice. He's got Bloater with him, stick lifted by McLaughlin. Walker will move it back to the point to Schultz. Schultz misses that blue line. That's got to be offsides. And it is delay offsides as Trinity Pawling tags up, and McLaughlin will go the other way, find the red line, and dump it in. He's hit there. Cam Carroll comes out to play that puck. And then they move it. Trinity Pawling, and there's Mangan, Mangan looking for Gorton. Gorton couldn't find it because Mazzarelli had a good stick there. Lowe moves it around the glass. Lowe finds Rexine. Rexine will fly through the other zone. Looking for Jubon. That pass is broken up by Schultz. And Percival into the corner there too. Mazzarelli gets that puck. Gets a step on Moiseev. Excuse me, that was not Moiseev. On Fogu. As Mangan plays that puck. Mangan leaves it back for Schultz, who chips it up and out of play.
And something we just saw there a little bit was Fabrizio Mazzarelli doing a really good job, just stepping up, being aggressive on the puck. I mean, not being afraid to, go for the big play, go for the big hit, get a little physical. He's done a really good job so far, just keeping the puck in front of him, not allowing too many chances in behind. Doing a really good job on that blue line.
4:10 left to play. 1 apiece is the score. As Percival is tied up once again, but Jubon comes away with that puck. Lowe fires it in. It's deflected down. And here comes Mangan. Mangan with a sharp angle shot, saved by Hugesson. Mangan circles around the net as he picks up his own rebound. Cross seam, Hugesson, another nice save. As Rexine will fall and throw it behind his own net. Lowe there to pick that up. Jubron is tied up with Nichols, but Percival comes away with it. 2-on-2, Percival and Rexine. Percival drops it to Rexine, a nice shot. Good save by Cam Carroll. Lowe throws it low. And Nichols will pick that up. Nichols puts it forward for Walker. Walker tries to find Graber, but doesn't. Southwick in on that puck, trying to get it from Nichols. He's forechecking nicely, and they do. Percival breaks that play up. And then Lowe and D'Souza are back now as the crossing pass misses Grader. Grader hit by Percival. And D'Souza chopped it forward along the dasher. And that's Ford. That's blocked by D'Souza off the hand. That must have hurt. And Grader now will move it to Fritz. Fritz with a point shot that's blocker saved by Hugesson. And away comes Michael Lucy. 2:48 left to play in the first. It's still 1 apiece. As on comes Ford, and Hugesson will cover for the save.
It's looking a little bit like a firestorm in the Trinity Pawling zone, offensive zone there. Jake Hugesson did a nice job there, just covering the puck up, allowing for Millbrook to get some changes. And just earlier, we just saw some chemistry between Jake Percival and Nico Rexine. Nice little drop pass that gave Millbrook a nice scoring chance. But just seeing that chemistry is something nice to see from that Millbrook first line.
Walker will win the draw and get it to Smith. Smith chips that out. Walsh will pick it up. He's got one-on-one, but the back, that's got to be a penalty there as Walsh was taken down. No penalty call. Smith now with it, moves it to Morrissey, back to Smith. Smith is looking, dumps it low, decides that's the best option. Cam Carroll out to play that as Kimball is crushed along the wall. It's back to the point at Morrissey, but he loses it. And a full head of steam for Trinity Pawling as they forecheck on that way. Christo Walker now with it in center. He'll go low, goes to the corner, tries to make a nice cross seam pass into the slot. Can't find him, so Trinity Pawling will take over. Fritz now in the neutral zone. Dumps it deep. And McLaughlin on Walker on that. Walsh will find that loose puck. I'm sorry, Morrissey finds that loose puck. Morrissey gains the blue line, tries to get it on net, but that's blocked. And now Walsh battling along the dasher, but Trinity Pawling comes away with it. That's held up there by Morrissey. Morrissey loses a glove. And here we go. Jack Gordon in on net, but he's played nice defensively by John McLaughlin. Trinity Pawling with insane pressure. Great save by Jake Hugesson. Gordon with it again, flies up. They'll move it to Schultz. Schultz with a sharp angle shot. I'm sorry, from the point, and he'll miss the net. Morrissey behind the net now.
And something Coach Loriento really emphasized is playing well in the last 2 minutes of the period. Right now we have a minute left. Let's see how Millbrook can close this period out.
Last minute of play, it's still 1-1 as they move it to the point. Trinity Pawling with some sustained zone pressure. Jake with a nice save. Morrissey will corral that puck, settle it down, and try and get it out of the zone. Kircher has other ideas, and they fire it in from the point, and they score. A long wrister away from downtown. Zach Kircher with the goal.
Nice goal by Kircher there. That was one of the guys we talked about in the open to watch out for. But how has the momentum changed I mean, we saw it early in this game. Millbrook was really buzzing early, the first 4 or 5 minutes after that goal. But as soon as Trinity Pawling scored that first goal for them, they've been in the offensive zone. Jake Hubison has had to do a lot. And there hasn't really been a lot of offensive pressure on Cam Carroll. So let's see how Millbrook can close out this period.
As Trinity Pawling will drop back, that's Fogu there, who misses it along the wall. D'Souza will move it over to Lowe, back to D'Souza. They play a D-to-D. Percival now with it, and he'll chip it up to center, looking for Jubron, doesn't find him. Lowe will corral that, and he'll find D'Souza. D'Souza up the wall. D'Souza for Rexine, but that's clogged up there by Kimball. It moves back to Michael Fritz, the captain, and he dumps it back in. Cam Lowe says, "Nuh-uh, we're going back the other way." And here comes Jubron through center. Jubron trying to go 1-on-4, doesn't go too well. Lowe will try and get it back in, but he misses that as he was dogged there by Bloater. As the period expires, it's 2-1 after 1 for Trinity Pawling.
first one is 17:39. That was Rexine's. And then Kircher's goal was 9:48. Yeah. So just before we start the second period here, we've got about 40 seconds left. We noticed a few things. I'll turn it over to JD first.
Yeah, so one big piece of this game has been Trinity Pawling's able to play their game, and Millbrook is starting to feed into the way Trinity Pawling plays. They're not really keeping it to their style and trying to go for big hits and that real physical game that Trinity Pawling likes to play.
And then other than the physicality aspect that we've touched on, also there's too much individual skill in the offensive zone for this Millbrook team. I mean, if you look at the end of the day, they only had 4 shots on net compared to Trinity Pawling's 13 shots. And there's too much passing, there's too much movement. They need to get shots on net. They need to test Cam Carroll. He's only seen 4 shots on net. He obviously missed 1, so he's 3 for 4. Get pucks on net for him. Test him out. Really see what he's all about. That's going to be the key for Millbrook heading into the second period. And also, a nice job by Jake Hugeson. I know he let up 2 goals on 13 shots, but the defense needs to get better. He's done a really good job. I mean, honestly, it could be 3 or 4 goals at this point. So good job by Jake Hugeson, just, being confident, staying aggressive at the top of his crease, and just doing an overall nice job there. 2 goals only on 13 shots, but nonetheless, pretty solid job by Hugeson in net. And we're getting ready to kick off the second period any minute now, just seeing the refs walk into the rink. I'll turn it over to Charlie Keck.
Running low on battery. Hour 34.
No charge.
Are we able to just on phone? One of the key goals is using rebound. Which one?
Must be the
Number 29.
Oh, man, that's football. He's good. Wish. Good in Canada.
Wait, what's a save percentage?
He's been never there. But 9.9 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. But 269 isn't good.
Be for this is the NHL result. Really scared.
No, the NHL has a lot of boys games.
Yeah, now they do. As we get set for second period action here. Score is 2-1 Millbrook if you're just tuning in with us. As Millbrook will win the draw, and D'Souza has it now. D'Souza tipped off by Walker, no icing. Due to that, excuse me, was not tipped, icing is called. So the draw will be in front of Hugeson. $17:48 left in the second period as we just get going. If you're just tuning in, it is 2-1 Trinity Pawling. Christo Walker on the draw with Walker. Walker on Walker. And Millbrook wins the draw. Morrissey now with the puck behind his own net. Morrissey flying down the wing. He'll take it into the zone himself. Puts a shot wide. Cam Carroll uses the stick just to paddle that one away. Gordon tries to get it out, but that's clogged up, and DJ comes back into the zone. That shot is put high and wide. Morrissey down in off the point. Puck thrown in front. It's a scramble in front, but Gordon will come away with it. He gives it to Mangan, Mangan with a nice shot, gobbled up by Hugeson. No rebound. Good job with the rebound control there.
It seems as if they've been listening to me. I mean, the first thing I said was get some pucks on net. What have they done? They've gotten some pucks on net in the first minute. It's exactly what they need to do to try and get back in this game. I mean, they're only a goal down, but you still want to get more pucks on net, get some action in front of Cam Carroll, and make his life difficult. That was not something that happened in that first period.
Southwick tied up on the draw. That's Ford throwing it deep to Grader. Grader over to Gloater. Ford with a shot. Save made by Hugeson. Good glove grab. 17:05 left to play in the second. It's 2-1 Trinity Pawling.
He looks really comfortable in that. I mean, yes, he did give up those 2 goals, but he's just doing a really nice job there being comfortable and confident in that.
Trinity Pawling wins the draw. It's thrown on net, deflects wide. Grader with puck now. He'll move it to Nichols. Nichols with a shot that's blocked by Southwick. And Trinity Pawling trying to get something on net, but no one there. Bloater with the shot that went wide. Puck is battled for along the dasher. Something thrown on net, didn't quite make it there. Fogu bothering Smith, who moves it to Lowe. Lowe up for Smith, but that's blocked there by Ford, and now Mazzarelli with it. Mazzarelli takes it in the zone himself. He'll try and get a shot away. Blocked by Nichols. Keschner throws around. Smith with it now. Smith throws it deep. Grader there. Southwick also there battling for Millbrook with Ford, who gets a shot on net, gloved away by Cam Carroll. And Simeon trying to go the other way. He's buried. And here comes Fogu off the wing. Fogu trying to drop for Nichols, but that pass is missed. Trying to find Rexine. Offside is good, as Rexine finds Percival in front of the net, who tries to find Jubron. Too many passes there, boys. We got to simplify. Rexine, good glove save by Cam Carroll, and he will fall on top of that one.
That was a great glove save there by Cam Carroll, but just better on the opposite side of the hockey game for this Millbrook team. But a guy I want to look at for the past 2 minutes is Robbie Southwick. Had a really nice shift. He got a nice little block earlier in the defensive zone, and then did some good job getting that pass up ahead of him, getting the transition game going into off zone.
15:52 left. 2-1 Trinity Pawling as Kimball throws that puck up for Moiseev. Moiseev throws that deep. Icing is called. A little bit of a foot race there, but Millbrook did get the icing call, so they'll hem Trinity Pawling back in their zone.
Just a little too much mustard on that one.
Draw will come to the right of Carroll. Millbrook's top line trying to make something happen in this offensive zone. Jubron lined up right behind Percival. Percival gets tied up there by Simeon. and they battle fail. Mangan throws it back. He'll attempt to break it out. Here's Fritz. Fritz moves it to Kimball. Kimball up the wall to Moiseev, trying to find Mangan, and he does, and it's developing 2-on-1. Mangan, good shot, better save by Hugeson.
Terrific job by Jake Hugeson there, coming out to attack the shooter, cutting off the angles and just making it a tough shot. Really good job by him. Something I want to emphasize for Millbrook is they really got to work on the forecheck there. We saw a little bit of it there, but they've got to be harder on the forecheck. Something that Coach Soriento really emphasized and something that we haven't seen enough of in today's game.
Franasiak wins the draw. That's blocked there, but Morrissey cuts off his bid to get deep. Percival with it now as they try and break out. Percival along the wall, he's taken out, and he'll take out blocked. But Franasiak throws that one back deep. Mazzarelli now behind the safety of his own net for Rexine. It's a little hot to handle there. Percival jammed up along the blue line with block. Rexine back to Mazzarelli, who will find Morrissey. Morrissey dances right by Schultz, and down below, that's tipped away by Kircher, and he's taken down, penalty coming up against Trinity Pawling, covered by Cam Carroll. Millbrook on to the power play.
And this is where Millbrook needs to capitalize. They scored 2 goals on the power play in the last game against Trinity Pawling, and we're going to see the second power play unit out there with Christo Walker, as well as Danny Smith, Colin Hennessy, Cam Lowe, and Fabrizio Mazzarelli to start. I'm sure we will see a little bit of that first line, plus Bauer Morrissey and DJ as the power play continues.
Jack Kircher, the senior, number 4, was the one who took the 2-minute minor for tripping. As Millbrook tries to get something to happen on the power play. Smith loses that draw, and it's thrown away back down to Huggison. Huggison plays it off. Lowe with it now, behind his own net. Lowe will find Smith. Smith down the wing. He'll elect to keep it himself. Smith puts it deep off the wall. Gets clogged up there by Fritz. Walker now battling with Kimball as Fogu is run to the ditch. As they stick forward along the wall, and Trinity Pawling will get it out.
And something that Millbrook's going to need to do is they're going to need to use their speed through the neutral zone to gain some offensive zone time on this power play. Because Trinity Pauling's been very aggressive in this game so far, so they're going to want to keep them in that neutral zone. They've got to use their speed to get in behind the defense.
Mazzarelli behind the net. Mazzarelli skates it up ice himself. Mazzarelli will dump that in as he gains the red line. Mazzarelli elects to stay on the ice. He tries to get to Fritz. Walsh with it now at the point as he just walks right across that blue line. And he'll walk to the top of the circle as Millbrook does a little bit of change.
And now we're
Jubron now below.
And now we're starting to see that first power play unit with Bauer Morrissey as the quarterback.
And a big shot high and wide by Walsh. Percival with it now at the point. Percival throws it back deep for Jubron, who's bothered there by Kimball, but Kimball doesn't get it out. Morrissey over to Percival. Percival, cross-seam pass looking for Jubron. Kimball will beat Jubron to the puck. He's taken down in an upcoming penalty against Millbrook. It'll be Jubron, 2 minutes for tripping. We'll see a little bit more 4-on-4 action here.
And that's a little rough there because I thought that Millbrook did a pretty good job towards the end of that power play. Getting some offensive zone time with that first power play unit. Did a really good job passing the puck around the horn, but now that you give up the penalty, now it goes to 4-on-4, and then you're going to have to go to the PK. So it's another momentum switch for Trinity Pawling after the goals that they scored in the first period. So how can Millbrook respond? It's really the key question here. How can they get back in this game? If they give up the power play opportunity here, how can they go and get the momentum back in their favor?
13:03 left to play here in the second period. 2-1 Trinity Pawling as we see some 4-on-4 action here. Percival does win the draw. He gets it to Morrissey. Morrissey up ice. He's bothered there by Walker. Morrissey gains the blue line. That's blocked down by Kimball. Fritz on the puck now. Jammed up by Rexine. Kimball behind his own net. Kimball looking for someone. He finds Fritz as the penalty to Kircher will expire and Trinity Pawling goes to the power play. Rexine 1-on-1 with Kimball, who takes a block in the arm. That's gotta hurt. Rexine still grinding down low. Rexine and Percival high on that penalty kill. You gotta be careful. You don't want to get caught too far in their offensive zone as they will change. Fritz now for Graber. into the offensive zone. They try and set up their power play, so they'll rim it around. Here's Kircher. Kircher sidesteps Percival nicely. Kircher will leave it for Grader. Kircher at the top of the point, fakes the shot, blocked by Walsh. Kircher now back at the point, pressure by Percival to break that play up, and D'Souza now into the corner with Walker. Kircher alone at the point, shot eaten up by Jake Hugerson. 11:48 left to play in the second, 2-1 Trinity.
And notice there how everything on that power play opportunity was kept to the outside. Really good job by Millbrook with their stick positioning, getting sticks in the lane. We saw DJ Walsh there with a little deflection. Just keeping everything to the outside, and then you see that shot. That was an outside shot there, not really allowing a true grade A scoring opportunity. Really good job by the PK unit for Millbrook.
Smith wins the draw. Mazzarelli will just rim it around. Kircher can't get there, and the puck will trickle deep. Walker hard on the forecheck, trying to get to that puck, and he will. He'll rim it off the wall and waste more time. Danny Smith bothering Schultz on the power play, as Mangan will go behind his own net. Jared Mangan will sidestep Walker and tries to get through neutral. He does and gets a nice shot away, but Hugerson squared up well. Just eats that shot up.
Yeah, Jake Hugerson's doing a really good job right now, just getting his body behind the puck and just seeing the puck really well. I think he's been doing a really good job in the second period after, a good first period. Yeah, he did give up 2 goals, but as Charlie K was just saying there, just a good save by him. Textbook.
Fogu ties up the man on the face-off, so Kircher gets a shot away. Another glove save by Hugerson. 8 seconds left on the power play for Trinity Pawling. You still have to be careful here. They're in their defensive zone. Millbrook is.
Absolutely. And when we just boil it down to chicken bones for a second, I mean, Huggy's just seeing the puck really well right now.
Mangan working for it along the wall. Gordon will dump it up to the point. Schultz, a shot that Hugerson didn't see, but he made the save anyway. Low, trying to get out of the zone. Smith there as well. Back to Schultz, another shot high and wide. As Kircher tries to get it deep, but Cam Lowe has other ideas. They get it back to center. 10:44 left to play here. 2-1 Trinity Pawling if you're just joining us. And there's Fogu, but that's broken up by Cam Lowe. As another penalty is coming up against Trinity Pawling. So we'll skate 6-on-5 for the brief period until Trinity Pawling tags up. Robbie Southwick into the corner. They've got numbers, Millbrook does. Cam Carroll does not make a save. Somebody tags up, and we will see what the call is on Trinity Pawling. It's going to be a minor penalty for tripping, I believe.
And this could be a massive turning point in the game. We're about halfway through the game here, middle of the second period, right? Millbrook just had a great PK, good job on the penalty kill, and now they get a power play opportunity to get the first power play unit on the ice with Jubron. They get Rexine and Percival on the ice there. They're big playmakers. They get Bauer Morrissey, their best offensive defenseman. Can Millbrook get a goal here, make something happen?
Excuse me, that penalty was for charging. Fogu took the penalty for charging. As 10-12 left to play in the second period, 2-1 Trinity Pawling.
That puck came a little bit close to the box here.
Percival wins the draw, but it trickles out of the zone, so Morrissey will have to backtrack to play that one. Morrissey makes a pass to Rexine. Back to Morrissey. Morrissey for Percival. Percival into the zone. Percival off the wall to Rexine. Over to Morrissey. Rexine winds up, shoots. Good save made by Carroll as he will cover up. A little bit extra after the play, as somebody on Trinity Pawling was not happy. Don't know what happened there.
And I'm totally fine with that power play right there. Good job getting the puck to Rexine, the open man, and he could just walk into that one and fire a bullet. Cam Carroll had to make the save. That's what it's all about. You got to test the goaltender here. And now Millbrook's up to 10 shots in today's game. They only had 4 in the first period, so they've already beat that in only 9 minutes of play so far.
Millbrook still with a minute and a half left on their power play. Rexine finds Percival wide as he tries to get a shot, but a diving Schultz makes a great block. Jubron now behind the net. Jubron up for Rexine. Rexine tied up along the dasher. Walsh gets it free. He gets it to Morrissey. Morrissey will come in, makes a nice move looking for Percival. Misses the cross-seam pass. Morrissey at the point. Walks in, fires, shoots, he scores!
What a nice
What a goal!
And the key to that was getting some guys in front of Cam Carroll, taking his eyes away. You tie up the game, and that's perfect. Something I do want to emphasize a little bit of is I think Millbrook does need to do a little bit of a better job with their tape-to-tape passes. It needs to be a little bit tightened up, but nonetheless, nice goal, getting back in the game. It's 2-2, 9 minutes left. Fantastic goal there by Bauer Morrissey, proving what he's all about. I mean, he had 2 goals in the last game, adds a goal in today's game. With him and Nico Rexine, they have 6 goals in the past 2 games against this Trinity Pawling team.
Rocket upstairs on Cam Carroll. 9:18 left to play. We're tied at 2 here with the goal from Bauer Morrissey on the power play. Teschner is dumped. We got a penalty coming up for that hit on Zach Teschner in Trinity Pawling, I believe. Trinity Pawling needs to get the discipline back under control. It's just penalty after penalty here. This will be their 3rd straight penalty.
But from a Millbrook point of view, this is really where Millbrook can capitalize for a second. You know, they just scored on the power play. They get another power play opportunity here. They're going to get another chance here. Can they go a goal up? Keep on firing pucks against Cam Carroll. You know, they've only put 11 shots on him. 2 have gone in. That's a pretty good ratio. Keep firing those pucks at the net.
As we get a sign for what the penalty is, maybe. Still not sure what the call on the ice was. Cristo wins the draw back to Lowe. Lowe walks across the point. He'll move it to Smith. Back to Lowe. That's offside, so they'll regroup. Danny Smith now at center. He'll walk in, beats a nice few people, but gets poke checked away. Lowe with the puck now. Lowe for Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli mishandles that one. He'll fire it deep. Cam Carroll out of his net to play that one. As Hennessy is hard on that and deflects up and out of play.
And an interesting thing to note here on the second power play unit is they're playing with 2 defensemen, Cam Lowe and Fabrizio Mazzarelli. And that just shows Coach Soriento's, his ability to really trust his defensive guys to really be great in the offensive zone. Mazzarelli and Lowe are both great offensively, so you just see the depth that Millbrook has, especially in their defensive lineup, to really go to defense on a power play.
Smith with it along the wall as he jabs and gets it free. He'll move it to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli back to the point to Lowe. Looking for an open Walker for the one-timer, didn't find him. Mazzarelli pinches down. Walker will cover him, and that deflects into the high stick. So we get a stoppage in play with 15 left to play in the second period. It is 2-2 after a great power play goal from Bauer Morrissey.
And now he's back on the ice. You know he's hungry for another one. And they put the first power play unit back out there. What can they do against the Trinity Pawling PK unit?
As Schultz will dump that one out, but Rexine will knock that one down. As we have another penalty / against Jack Kircher. That's his 2nd penalty of the game. Discipline, discipline, discipline. We say it all the time.
Absolutely. And the thing for Trinity Pawling is they're a bigger and more physical team, so they're going to be more inclined to, go for the hits and be a little bit more aggressive, and that can work in Millbrook's advantage. Now they're going to have a 5-on-3 opportunity for the next minute. This is a great opportunity to go put another one past Cam Carroll.
Yeah, Millbrook's starting to play their game and not trying to stay physical with Trinity Pawling. They're playing their game, they're drawing penalties, and this is giving them a lot of offense.
As Millbrook has a huge opportunity, 5-on-3 for a minute here, as they need to make something happen. Bauer now to Rexine. Rexine to Morrissey. Morrissey, he shoots, he scores! That's his 2nd of the game! Just a rocket downstairs, baby!
And as I said, he was hungry for another one. He puts one in, and that's exactly what it's all about. It's all about finding the open man, putting shots on Cam Carroll, and that's just a great job by the power play unit for Millbrook there. And they're still going to have a 5-on-4 opportunity there. It's still on the power play. This is a great opportunity to continue adding to the score.
Another minute 51 left on the slash to Jack Kircher as Fogu dumps that one deep. And Bauer Morrissey now behind his own net, trying to break out and hopefully set up this power play unit. Bauer Morrissey keeps it himself, gains the blue line. Bauer Morrissey holds up there. He'll go below the circle, dumps it back to the point for Jubron. Point to Rexine, back to Jubron, but that leaves the zone, so Millbrook will have to regroup here. Morrissey just dancing in his own defensive zone. Drops it for Percival. Percival through neutral zone. Percival down low, below the circles. These circles looking for Jubron. And Fritz will settle that down. Kimball sends it along the wall. Rexine picks that up. Morrissey down low. Percival there. Back to the point it comes. Point to point. We see Morrissey with it now. Another shot on net. Blocker save there by Cam Carroll. Rexine now with it. Has 6:47 left to play. It is 3-2 Millbrook. Off 2 power play goals by Bauer Morrissey.
And just a simple miscommunication there that results in icing. So we've still got 30 seconds left on the power play. Morrissey will go to the bench. Really good job. Oh no, never mind. He won't go to the bench. Still out there on the ice, hungry for the 3rd goal of his game. But I mean, he's had 4 goals in 2 games so far this season against Trinity Pawling. Really good job by him. Just being aggressive and just finding the back of the net. Good job by him.
Southwick on the draw beats Moisiev. And Bauer Morrissey puts it up for Crystal Walker, but that's too hot to handle. So Fernasiak plays it back to Schultz. That finds Ford's stick, looking for Moisiev's stick. Fernasiak tries to angle off Mazzarelli. That's dumped back down by Ford. That's a good dump in. That will kill the rest of the power play for Millbrook. A good kill by Trinity Pawling after the 5-on-3 goal by Morrissey.
Yeah, absolutely crucial for them. It keeps them in the game, keeps their semi-momentum going, and just allows them to continue to build and add.
That's forked away by Hugeson, as Cam Lowe is now behind the net. Cam Lowe looking for someone. He'll take it himself. And Cam Lowe finds Hennessy off the wall. Hennessy gets it deep. Looking for a change is Millbrook. Danny Smith hard on the puck there. Mangan will pick it up, sidesteps a hit from Smith. He finds Schultz as Schultz goes through the neutral zone. Schultz on Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli beats that battle. And Mazzarelli looking for Smith, but Walker picks it up and throws it deep. Up and out of play.
And something I just looked up here for a second is Bauer Morrissey in 32 games last year had 10 goals. Already in 2 games, he has 4 goals, so he's on a blistering pace right now. He's a hot stick right now, and he's a man to watch moving forward in this game.
Weird since it's already February. He's only his 2nd game of the season, but he sure is playing well, and that deflects up and out play as well.
It's about the 3rd puck that's come near us today.
Geez, I might need to start wearing a helmet. This is crazy. .5:14 left to play. Millbrook with lead 3-2 now. Again, we remind you of that power play goal from Bauer Morrissey. That's his 2nd of the game. As the puck is tied up and Southwick comes away with it. At center, he's on a half breakaway. Comes in on Carroll, makes a nice stick save on him. And they'll regroup. It's Gorton now. Gorton coming out of his own zone, makes a nice cross-seam pass to Mangan. They stay on side. Mangan is taken to the ice. And it's stick 4 in front of the net. Ursini trying to play it free. And they tumble the ice as somebody hit Hugeson, and a lot of extras after the play.
And while that settles down for a second, wait for Huggy to be aggressive. Just dives out for the puck like a baby seal, picks it up, freezes the puck. Really good job there by Jake Hugeson.
Millbrook needs to remember to play their game. Don't engage in the physical play of Trinity Pawling. It's just going to get them in the penalty box. If they play their game, they're going to do much better. As we're going to see offsetting minors for roughing, I believe, here. D'Souza and Mangan. And, if you're Millbrook, you got to think about discipline here. Obviously, you just had 2 power play goals. You love that you're getting the power play chances, and you don't want to give up those power play chances. So you got to be more disciplined than this. This is
absolutely, and even allowing 4-on-4 opportunities is, although they were good last game with the 4v4, it's still something that is good for both teams. That there's more open ice and there's more
Schultz
opportunities.
With a shot eaten up by Hugeson.
And Wow is playing a really good game today. He's really seeing the puck well, getting his body behind there and just looking fantastic in net.
Percival and Grader on the draw. Percival wins it nicely. He'll move it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin rims that around the boards. Rexine back to Lowe. Lowe will move it up to Rexine on a nice stretch pass as he comes through center. He gains the blue line on from McLaughlin. That's broken up there by Fogu. Fogu along the wall. He has it. He'll come 2-on-2 the other way with Graber. 1-on-1 with Lowe, who blocks his bid for a shot. And Percival picks up the loose change. Percival, dancing around everybody in center, will gain the goal line and try and get it back to McLaughlin, but that's broken up there by Schultz. Schultz comes back the other way. Schultz, 1-on-2, broken up by Morrissey. Morrissey on for Rexine. 1-on-1. Morrissey drops it for Percival. Over to Bauer Morrissey. That's he scores! Hat-trick, baby! Three beauties by the defenseman, number 6, Bauer Morrissey.
And what a great job by that top line with the passing. There is the tape-to-tape passing. There's a hat trick. And hey, it's the second hat trick on this rink today. We saw it earlier today in the girls' game. Now we see it in the boys' game. Really good job by Bauer Morrissey, just finding some open ice, finding an area for him to just take a shot from, and just absolutely wrecking one in the back of the net.
That was some beautiful tic-tac-toe passing there. As we regroup with the 4-on-4 again. Maybe Melbourne can get another one. Maybe Trinity Pawling is due. We will see. Kimball up for Bloater. Bloater. Dog there by DJ Walsh, but he'll leave it for his captain, Michael Fritz. Michael Fritz dances down into the corner. That's broken up by Morrissey. Morrissey on for Walsh. Walsh through center. Walsh below the line, trying to make something happen, makes Carroll zig, and he tries to dump Fritz, but dumps himself instead. Jubron now behind the net, moves it to Morrissey at the point. Morrissey dances around Simeon. Simeon still on him. Morrissey swings again. Morrissey for Jubron. Jubron for Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli at the goal line. As the penalties are about to expire, Morrissey again in, and a good robbery by Cam Carroll to stop that. Moves cross ice for Mazzarelli. He scores! A beautiful pass by Morrissey. This guy is on fire today.
It's just men versus boys out there right now for Millbrook. 4 goals in the period so far, and they have been playing a great game in the offensive zone. It really starts with that first line. Jake Percival, Nico Rexine, passing the puck well. Adam Jubron too, finding some more assists. And it's Bauer Morrissey. He has had a fantastic game, fantastic period so far. He's already got 4 points in the period. Are you kidding me? In 16 minutes? That's insane.
2:47 left to play. It's 5-2 Millbrook. And when you talk about leadership, Bauer Morrissey comes up. This guy is crazy. It's a defenseman. He's got 4 points already today.
And I mean, we still have a period left to play.
As Bumgartner takes Nichols hard to the wall, Walker will pick up the puck, move it to Nichols. Nichols over for Ford. Ford trying to find a shot, but that's deflected down. Hugeson makes a nice sprawling save. And it comes back for Nichols, who will fire it again. Blockered down by Hugeson. And Dan Smith will come the other way. He's angled off there by Moisiev as they go D to D. Trinity Pawling. Nichols on for Gorton. And Robbie Southwick is absolutely demolished along the wall. And they send it all the way back down, and it will be icing.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there, but once again, Jake Hugerson laying out, using his body to just corral pucks, doing a really good job there. That to me looks more like a beached whale rather than a baby seal, but nonetheless doing a fantastic job just finding the puck and getting it out of his net.
Hey, a beached whale that makes saves, I'll take that any day.
Absolutely.
5-2, Millbrook up with 1:57 left in the second period. A goal by Mazzarelli from Morrissey was the recent tally, as Hugeson just says, no, not today, and takes that right out of the air.
I mean, I love the game he's playing right now. He's playing with confidence. He's seeing the puck well. He's getting his eyes behind the puck, getting his body behind the puck. He's doing a really good job there, following the puck and just making a really good job, doing a really good job in net today.
And Christo ties up as McLaughlin will move that puck, and Keshner is dumped. That will be a penalty coming up against Trinity Pawling. Maybe 2.
And things are starting,
Maybe 2.
Things are starting to get ugly out here. It's starting to look a little bit like an aggressive kind of game there. Zach Keshner got absolutely bullied right there. But nonetheless, I mean, this is good for Millbrook, right? As the more and more Trinity Pawling gets more and more aggressive, you're going to see more power play opportunities. And this game can get out of reach if Trinity Pawling continues to be as aggressive in this situation.
As Stripes and Stripes will have a meeting at center. Not sure what the call is yet. Let's get a signal from the referee.
And Bauer Morrissey's on the ice again on the power play. What a dangerous man today. And I mean, it's another power play opportunity. This Millbrook team has been fantastic so far on the power play. Can they continue to add to the score, make maybe a 5 spot in the period?
I mean, they're going to be having nightmares about Bauer Morrissey tonight. Cam Carroll, he does not want to see him on the ice.
Yeah, you're right about that.
1:40 left to play in the second period as we're at stoppage as Stripes and Stripes have a conversation. 5-2 Millbrook as they look to add to their lead on this power play opportunity. It's a 2-minute minor. We're not sure what for yet.
And boy, has the momentum swung. I mean, I said it earlier in this period, around 10, 12 minutes in the period. They had a power play opportunity. They got the goal. The momentum swung. And now look at the score, 5-2. It's a completely different game now.
And like we said, and keep saying, discipline, discipline, discipline. Trinity Pawling not having the discipline. They need to be disciplined if they want to be back into this game.
Absolutely, but also if you're in Millbrook, you can't let that get into your head. They're gonna be aggressive. Trinity Pawling, that's what they're known for. But you can't play to that. You gotta just keep your game, keep it calm, cool, and collected. You can't get into any altercations with this Trinity Pawling team because they could take advantage. I mean, we've seen some nice goals by them already today. Kircher and Fritz are the 2 goal scorers for them. And let's just see these technical difficulties right here.
And change to the penalty. It's 5-minute major, so it'll be an all-you-can-eat buffet for scoring.
Specifically, Bauer Morrissey.
Bauer Morrissey really stepping up to the plate. You know, hopefully he gets a couple more here. Still not unsure of the call, but
he's definitely licking his pork chops right about now.
What was the call?
5
minutes for charging on Schultz against Zach Keshner as he was cleaned out in front of the Trinity Pawling bench. Trinity Pawling coach getting an explanation from Stripes. Again, we say 1:40 left to play in this second period. 5-2 Millbrook.
Looks like we'll just drop the puck here any second now.
As the Trinity Pawling coach is not too happy. So it looks like it's the first power play unit. Percival, Walsh, Morrissey, Jubron, and Rexine. I mean, you can't talk about a better line. As Rexine has it now at the point. I'll move it to Percival. Percival for Morrissey. Morrissey sidesteps a little shimmy as he'll come up to the point again. He'll move it to Rexine. Rexine shot on net. Nice couple saves by Carroll as it's blocked and frozen in front.
And the thing is, everything is looking so crisp right now. We're seeing these nice tape-to-tape passes, something we did not see in that first period. But now in the second period, the offensive creativity is humming, it's looking good, and it all starts with that tape-to-tape passing. Really good job there by Millbrook, focusing on the tape-to-tape passing. And that's been the reason for a lot of their offensive success on these power play opportunities.
I mean, you talked about it at intermission, JD talked about it, playing their game. They're playing their game right now. They're not worrying about Trinity Pawling and how they're trying to get in their heads. No, they're going to play their game, and it's obviously working as the score is 5-2 with 1:10 left in the second period.
Nice little move by Percival at center.
Percival dishes for Rexine. Rexine for Morrissey. Morrissey back for Rexine. No shot lane. Good penalty killing. Percival shot blocked there by Nichols. That one hurt.
And that's a great job by Nichols. Just getting into the lane there. Looking like Nola Chari of the Florida Panthers. Just getting his body behind the puck there. Doing a good job on the PK for TP.
Rexine now is jammed up. It's Kircher there off the glass, and he puts it beautifully back in the other end. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left on the power play. 30 seconds left in the period, so we'll see some power play time for Millbrook at the start of the third. As Southwick gets it deep, Lucy and Sakura take each other out. And McLaughlin has to backtrack. Peterson out to play that one. Moiseev bothering McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it to D'Souza, who whiffs on his pass. And Southwick is off sides with 4.8 seconds left to play. 5-2 the score if you're just tuning in. Bauer Morrissey has been on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
And if we look at the shots on goal tally for a second, it's right now Trinity Pawling is up 25-17 in that department. But at the first intermission, it was 13-4 for Trinity Pawling. So you can see that Millbrook has been really good in the opposite zone, and the scoreboard says it too.
Lucy on the puck as time expires. It's the end of the second period. 5-2 Millbrook after 2. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes for third period action.
Hold up, wait.
Here, bring it in. It should say.
Put it on.
It's not going to charge you.
If not, then we'll just have to talk really loud.
Set the timer for like. Yeah. Still 7. What's that help you? Call Joe over. Yo, Joe. Do we keep it plugged in, or do we just let it die?
No, we'll just keep it plugged in.
Now we're gonna have to talk about it.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Already, no, there was a power. I know. It's at 8.
We'll just talk live then.
Hey man, it's Trinity. I think maybe it's not a battery. That's not my fault, Steve. I just didn't lock it.
I've got the brightness already.
Should we plug in the mic until we
I
if
can
you
not.
watch it?
No,
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. So before the third period starts in just a second, we have a quick scoring change. Bauer actually has 2 goals, not a hat trick.
But he does have a 2 assists.
But he does have 2 assists. So it's
Still
still 4
sitting
points.
at 4 points.
And also, we just need Bauer Morrissey's had an absolutely fantastic game so far in the first 2 periods, especially the second period. He's really, really good. Obviously, being the quarterback of that first power play unit, doing a really good job there. And also, Jake Hugeson in net on 26 shot attempts. He's only given up 2 goals. Really good job by him. He's seen the puck really well, got in front of the puck really well. He's just done a really good job overall. JD, anything to add?
No, I think Millbrook has been playing great, specifically Bauer and Huggy, but their power play has been phenomenal. They've still got over 3 minutes left on that 5-minute major that carried over from the second period, so hoping to see more action. It's 5-2, so Millbrook's got a pretty solid lead and more power play time.
I think the most important thing here is we know that Trinity Pawling is going to need to chase this game at some point. They're going to continue to be aggressive. They're going to continue to be feisty. So how can Millbrook continue to play their game, continue to play a strong game, but not get called for those penalties that give Trinity Pawling another option? So Millbrook really has to find the balance between playing their game, but also being smart with a 3-goal lead. And also something to look for is Millbrook has a defense. They're up by 3 goals right now, and I would not be surprised if 10 minutes into the third period we start to see some new guys on the ice, some guys that we haven't really seen. Coach Oriento said that was definitely a possibility. Maybe Gio Canicola gets a shift at some point. But nonetheless, definitely look for that to be something to watch coming into the third period. But overall, Millbrook just needs to continue playing their game, play smart, and they'll hopefully get the job done in the third period.
We're bringing back the third period action here. Millbrook is up 5-2, and entering the third period. 3:20 left on the 5-minute major to Jack Kircher for charging. So we'll see how everything shapes out in these next few minutes. It's crucial if Millbrook wants to put this game on ice to get a goal here. Excuse me, Jack Kircher did not have a penalty. Schultz. So Southwick, Sakura, UC, McLaughlin, D'Souza will start for Millbrook. Quick, Loader, and Kimball for Trinity Pawling. They got some fast ice here.
And as we said right out of the gate, Soriento changing up the power play unit, putting guys like Sakura as well as John McLaughlin and even Robbie Southwick out there to just striking things up, keep the legs moving, and to see if they can get some other guys to make and play some quality minutes.
The battle court, Mike Lucy comes away from that battle with the puck. That crossed it nicely to D'Souza, who will put that on the net. Good save made by Carroll, just all positioning in this.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea from Millbrook. They're just getting a puck on net, getting a deflection, just, testing Cam Carroll. That's something we've talked about throughout this game. Getting pucks on net's something that's really crucial, and we see that's going to be something important with the last 18 minutes of this game. To continue getting pucks on net, continue pressure in that offensive zone for Millbrook.
17:20 left to play in this third period. 5-2 Millbrook. As Trinity Pawling will bring that up and out of the zone, but Tim Rice's try to Schmidt now with it, glides the top circle, he'll leave it to Low. Low throws it low down there by the goal line to Tennessee. Nothing comes of that. Gordon is going to be able to Gordon for Trinity Pawling, puts it on net, but Jason Houston has no trouble making that save.
And this is something that Millbrook has to be careful of, right? The odd man rushes, just the rushes off the play. That's something that Trinity Pawling can really do to get back in this game. Millbrook can't allow that if we want to close this one out easily.
2:17 left in the penalty to Schultz.
Remember, a 5-minute major.
Looking to make something happen with Tennessee, Walker, and Smith, Lowe, and Mazzarelli. They seem to be rolling much more normal lines than what would be a power play unit. And that's Walker there to play that one, and Kircher plays that one nicely off the glass all the way back to Houston.
And to respond to that point, I think part of it is just they want to make sure that they're not giving up any silly opportunities. So rolling their normal lines is a good idea to just keep the game going and not giving up any crazy chances.
Yeah, as well as fresh legs.
Low circles net. That's clear out by Nichols, who's 60 miles Smith. Low there, kind of shocked at that bouncing ball. Mazzarelli will go back as Millbrook cleans it up.
And we see Soriento, Coach Soriento and Coach Sabelli on the bench really calling for those quick shifts, quick lines, getting those fresh legs on there. Something super crucial in the third period.
Smith now just in with the puck was bothered by Block. Plays a cross ice for Rexine. Rexine will dance nicely in between the offensive zone. Walsh up the circle. And here's the first unit of the power play from Millbrook. It's Hubron, Walsh, but Trinity Pawling, this other slant. They'll dump it back out. Peterson will come out to play that one. Bowers.
Oh, what Bauer, Morris on the ice now. Scary time for Trinity Pawling here.
First of all, into the zone, shot wide. Rexine now along the wall with it. Back to Percival. Percival up to Rexine as they go back and forth with each other. And they'll bump it low. Rexine to Percival once again. Percival up to Zubron. Zubron on the circle. Zubron low. Zubron behind the net. Trying to make something happen. Percival there. Gotta move it. Zubron below the net. Up to Morrissey at the point. To Rexine, back to Morrissey. That's quite nicely. Percival fans on that shot. And he'll get a shot on, but DJ deflects that one down. DJ Walsh was the goal scorer on what we thought was a Bauer Morrissey goal. And here's it right now, DJ Walsh deflects up and out of play with his shot.
And I think that's Cam Carroll's best save of the day right there. Really good move by DJ Walsh, opening a little bit of space up there upstairs, but Cam Carroll said no, shut the door. Still 5-2 Millbrook with 5 seconds left on the power play.
14:44 then puts that 5-2 Millbrook as they try and close out this game. It seems to me that they're not just trying to use time. They're trying to get a full 2 more goals on the board.
And sometimes they say the best defense is the good offense.
Drop
And
back.
that's what they're trying to do here.
Orsini will drop back. Orsini with the puck now. Playing for Bumgarden will be this team with it. Orsini now for D'Souza along the wall. He battles with Walker. And out comes Robbie Southwood. One-on-one with Lynn. Taken down by Lynn. No fall there. As Walker plays it up for Nichols. Nichols on for Gordon. Gordon one-on-one with D'Souza. This shoulder fading by Gabe. 14 minutes left to play in the third period. 5-2 in Millbrook. As the puck is battled for along the wall. And it comes through to Walker with Schultz nicely. A great save by Gabe. And now it's Mangan at the point, and he puts that off the bar. What a rip of a shot, but just not good puck luck for him. As Danny Smith will clear the zone.
And Millbrook's got to be better in their own defensive zone. Really good job by Jake Ferguson there, saying no, shutting the door twice. But Millbrook's just got to be better getting their bodies into shooting range.
Danny Smith takes that puck away, and he'll fly down the wing. He's angled off by Mangan. The Schultz is looking for Churchwood, and he leaves the edge, and that puck is thrown down, but now it's Grader on a breakaway. UCP scores! A snipe far side for Grader, and CP now back in this game. It's 5-3 with 13-13 left to play in the third. That's a lot of food.
And once again, it's got to be a better job here in the defensive zone for Millbrook. I mean, they've got to keep their defensemen back. You can't be giving Trinity Pawling these big rushes, because that's how Trinity Pawling's going to get back in this game. They're going to be physical, they're going to dump and chase, and they're going to try and get back in this game. Millbrook's just got to be smart, and those last few minutes were not smart hockey for Millbrook.
Millbrook's defense caught off guard there, and Raiders got below them. That puck Heron for a bunker. Sicky will throw off the wall. Now DJ Walsh with Sixto Walker puts it on for Cristo, and a big thing and a ball.
Jessica! There he goes!
Young Eugene, who was here last year, broke his wrist in the second game. Now has a goal, first goal of the season. Good for him.
That is huge for him. That is awesome to see. As you can see, everyone's really happy on the bench. All the flood Jessica right there. I mean, he only had two points last year because he got injured, but fantastic. There goes Jessica right. And you can see the bench wild. The energy's in the building, and that's going to be huge for Millbrook.
I mean, when you see someone who is just such a leader, but he was injured last season with a broken brace, look at how all season, they get back, they get a goal, you love to see it, and Millbrook is really just ranking on all
Robbie
cylinders.
Southwood left with no upper gear.
Robbie Southwick has left the game possibly with upper body injury.
That'll be interesting to watch. Maybe we'll see some
And we got a
other
penalty
settlements, on the ice.
assessed to Gavin Bloater, 2-minute minor. I'm not sure what that's for. Huge goal for Sakura. A huge goal for Sakura. Miller's back on the power play. 6-3, 12:40 left to play in the third period, and we look for another one with Matt Elliott on the rush, but that is covered.
And that's a good job by Cam Carroll there. You know, just seeing the puck a little bit better as this game's progressed. Yes, he has given up 6 goals on 24 shots, but the past few minutes, even though Millbrook's gotten some really good opportunities, he's made some big saves.
Is going to the box. We're not sure what for. I didn't see anything on the play. This is a suspect call at best, ladies and gentlemen. Still no signal from the referee. What was the call?
Turf, what was the call?
Rexine, now we play 4-on-4. Valor Morrison comes the other way. You can see all over the ice.
It was a slash on post here.
And Gordon with the puck now in the corner, and he's on the single. He shoots it high and wide. As Mangan on single again, he takes another shot. That's blocked by Morrison.
And Valor Morrison, once again, this time it's on the defensive side, getting a crucial block as they go
Here
the other
comes
way.
Huron. Rexine puts that just wide, but the puck may have trickled in. Not sure.
And Carroll
Carroll seems to be on top of it, but I think I saw that one.
I think Carroll just sat on that one like a chicken on an egg. Just freezes the puck there. Good job by him just
seems to
noticing
make
where that is.
a great save. Great save by Cam Carroll, robbing Adam Dubois.
But that was just another great play by Bauer Morrison. He set up the entire game. Really good job in the defense zone. Pushed that puck up forward and then got a grade A scoring chance.
And he played
Fantastic by
about
him.
12 minutes left in the third. 6-3 Norfolk. As the puck is jammed up in the wall, Smith comes away with it. He plays it for no one. So Walker will pick up the 3 puck. He goes for a second now. Brings up the dasher for Schultz. Schultz tries to get by. He says, not on my watch. And Cam Lowe picks that puck up and swings it back to Matterstein. Matterstein looking across ice. Has broken up by the Raider. I'm sorry. And it's Kircher right down the gut, but he mishandled as Orsini was there to make a good defense. Kircher with a sharp angle shot, blocked away by Hubbardston. Another good save for Hugerson today. And Danny Smith with dance free of Graver, trying to find Cullen Hennessy, but that's broken up by Schultz.
And those are those long passes that need to be a little bit more controlled.
Looking right down the middle, looking for Hennessy. Great save. I'm not sure if that was a save or a block, but good D either way. Penalty call of coming possibly? I'm not sure. As some extracurriculars after the whistle.
Time for flaring for Trinity Pawling.
10:51 left to play in this third period of what has been an excellent action-packed game here between Millbrook and Trinity Pawling. Millbrook still has the lead. As some penalties go for another 10 seconds, but first of all, managed to last game. Ford with the puck now, looking for Fogarty. Fogarty dumps that in on the fifth play. There's Gordon there, but Crisco beats him there. Walker and Panicola on the puck. Panicola first hit of the game. Good for him.
And as we said, Toriento will not be afraid to change the lines up, give some guys some opportunities with a 3-goal lead, and that's exactly what he does here.
And Moistfield dancing around. Houston blockers that one for the air. Gio Panicola, that puck to deflect up and out of play. Gio Panicola, his first ever Millbrook shift as a freshman. The only freshman on this team, and possibly the future of this Millbrook hockey team.
And I think the best thing he brings to the table is his speed. He's a really good skater, and I think that's something that Millbrook can look forward to in the future.
10:09 left to play in the third period, 6-3 Millbrook. 5-on-5 action. Crisco Walker loses the draw there to Triniziak as puck squirts from Nat Hugerson. Good positioning to make that circle. Walker and Triniziak will do it again for the draw. Triniziak will get it again and Hugerson scoops it up again. So we'll do it one more time. Third time's the charm.
Hopefully the charm for Millbrook and not the charm for TP.
Triniziak and Walker for the third time. And this time Crisco gets the better of Triniziak. Panicola coming back to Matt Elliott for Morrissey. Morrissey looking for Elliott once again off the wall. Scored by Panicola. And Morrissey once again. Morrissey will interchange with Walker, but that's stopped there by Fritz and wait for Triniziak. Fritz now charging hard with the block. But a couple of shoves and pushes from block as Trinity Pawling tempers are clearly flaring.
I mean, I would be if I was on the ice. I mean, they're down 3 goals. They've been out of it for pretty much the whole second half of this game. But they're starting to find their legs a little bit. They need to continue to push the play, get those pucks in deep, just push for something to happen from the net.
Hey, sir.
Cam Lowe is hoping and it's Bryce Gallagher down low for Hennessy, and that ship's just wide, and PP will tag up. It's going to be a 2 minutes for hooking against Trinity Pawling as Millbrook goes back to the power play with 9:16 left in period 3. Millbrook has them doubled up 6-3.
It'll be interesting to see what Millbrook decides to do on the power play, if they're going to keep their big guys out there or not. Looks like they're going to make a change here. They're going to take Hurst off the ice, and they're going to put on Zachary Keshna, I believe.
And Mangan,
Bryce Gallagher.
Mangan with another penalty. That is we talk about discipline, and this has just gotten out of hand for Trinity Pawling. Penalty after penalty here. So it'll be Bryce Gallagher, Walsh, Hennessy, Lowe, and Mazzarelli for the power play unit for Millbrook, and Kircher, Schultz, Loader, and Ogu on the penalty kill unit for Trinity Pawling. And Hennessy wins the draw back to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli walks the point, home with the Walsh. Walsh puts it down low for Hennessy. Hennessy back to Walsh. Walsh to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli over to Lowe. He looks for a shot at the off from Schultz. And they try and get it out, but that's stopped there by Lowe. And he'll run with the shot, but moves it to Bryce Gallagher instead. Walsh looking for the point man at Mazzarelli. Walsh working down now and finds Hennessy. Hennessy tries to toe drag, but Loader he almost gets hit once again. Please keep the pucks away.
That's the third.
And third time's the charm. That one was really close.
You get closer every time.
Hey, don't say that. We don't need to get into it here.
It's dangerous standing up here.
I think we need some netting.
What was the penalty for? Hooking.
8:39 left to play in the third period. We're going to see another penalty against Trinity Pawling.
And it's going to be 5-on-3 for tripping this time.
For a minute 20, 8:36 left to play in this third period. 6-3. Millbrook looking to add to their lead. I mean, I say it again. Discipline. This is absurd. I mean, this has got to be like instant. I mean, this is just absurd.
Yeah, you read my mind, and look who's on the power play right now. Bauer Morrissey, can he go after a 5-point game here? Him, Rexine, Hurst, DJ Walsh, and Adam Jubron on the ice for Millbrook. 5-on-3 opportunity. Last time they had it, they scored. Can they repeat that once again?
I mean, a lot of hockey left to play here with 8:36 left in the third, but I mean, when Trinity Pawling comes back to this game tomorrow and they're looking at this in practice, I mean, it is clear. It was just penalty after penalty after penalty, and that's why they're down in this game. Yeah, there's a lot of hockey left in play, but
They've got to be
definitely
smarter.
not out of this game.
They've got to be smarter, though.
But if you want to get back into this game, you got to lay off the penalties.
And you've got to stop this here.
5-on-3. Walsh dishes to Rexine, dishes to Morrison, shoots, and that is gloved down by Cam Carroll. Another good save. Now Morrissey almost haunting Trinity Pawling once again.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job as that power play quarterback, the captain. Great leadership. And he's just skating ability, really his ability to find open ice and get open and find his teammates and even take shots on net is really something that's really inspiring to see.
3:09 left to play in the third period. 6-3 over. Morrison from the signal dish to Dubon. Dishes back to Morrison. Morrison to Rexine. That shot is blocked by Cole. So Morrissey now with the puck at the point, he'll just circle around.
And notice
the
the positioning from Trinity Pawling. They're doing a really good job getting a nice triangle going, making sure nothing can get inside of that triangle.
And Morrissey with a shot, this is wide and high, and that comes off its moorings as it plays whistles down. Another 20 seconds in the 5-on-3, then Millbrook will have 41 seconds 5-on-4 power play, assuming no other penalties are called.
And I love the aggressiveness that Bauer Morrissey has done. I mean, we've talked about his ability all of today's game, but it's just something that's really nice to see from Millbrook, a real offensive defenseman that can be a true playmaker as that power play captain.
Yeah, originally going to go play juniors this year, but couldn't due to COVID-19, so he came back, and it's really looking good for Millbrook.
You got to be happy with a guy like that on that game. He plays great defense, great offense.
Mazzarelli now has a couple of teams. Heavy. Smith to Low. Low to Smith at the point. Over Mazzarelli in the corner. Looking for Low. Down low for Trinity. That pass is too slow. And walking away. It's 5 on 4, 38 seconds. You gotta be careful here. As the draw will come out of the zone, offsides on
No penalty.
excuse me, penalty holding on Crystal Walker in the 11. So we'll see 30 seconds of 5 on 4, and then, or 5, 4 and 4, excuse me, and then Trinity Pawling power play.
And I know we keep on saying, but Millbrook's got to be smart. With 7 minutes left, they're up by 3 goals. They can't really afford any more opportunities to give up power play opportunities to the Trinity Pawling team. This makes it a 5 on 4, but you know, a 5 on 3, that would have been a little bit better. Just less, excuse me, 4 on 4. And the score. I think John fell on Huggy. I'm hoping to get out of there, and it's just a dumb. It's a dumb enough goal that it's going to be Pawling. Makes it 6-4, and we talked about it. They can't be given up opportunities. That one hurts, but nonetheless, Millbrook still up 2 with 7 minutes left. Can Huggy respond? Get his helmet back on. Get back to this game. Just make some big
Kura is
saves.
now going to the box and see what the call is.
My question is, can Bauer respond?
So what is going to be a long penalty kill for Millbrook here. This is 4 on 3 action right now, but
And we talked about that
Oriental is
opportunity.
going to call a timeout.
We talked about that opportunity in the second period where Millbrook was able to turn the tide back. But this is an opportunity for Trinity Pawling to turn the tide back in their favor. They're going to be on the power play for a while on a 5 on 3 for about a minute and 29 seconds. So that's a real opportunity for them to try and get another goal and just get back to basics, keep on going. And I mean that first penalty, there's a minute 53 left on it. The second one is 2 minutes. So they're going to have a lot of time, either on 5 on 3 or 5 on 4 if they score, to really get back in this game.
About a crucial turning point in this game. As 6:59 left to play, it's 6-4. Millbrook can't lose what has been their game. They have controlled this game, and that's why they're winning. But this could go south for them real fast.
Especially after that first period, I mean, it's been Millbrook all the way. But now Trinity Pawling sees that the door is open. Can Millbrook shut it? Who can shut it for them? Is it going to be Hugoson in goal? Is it going to be Bauer Morrissey, who we've talked about all game? Someone's going to need to step up and close the door.
You got to be careful here, going from the 3 on 4 to 5 on 3. And now Fisher has the puck as he skates it over to Fogu. Fogu gains the blue line, will glide down the circle and bring it around to Mangan, who leaves it to Kirster. Kirster now to Mangan. Mangan just taking his sweet time in the corner. Looks like it's Kirster. For Schultz, got his stick in the way, but now it is 5 on 3. Got to be careful here. Mangan now with puck. Mangan with a shot off the post, and the Tuzo will bring it around. Schultz is there at the point to keep that play alive. Schultz now just taking his time at the point. Dish for Fisher. Fisher, a shot with a block. Fisher will bring it up himself. Here's on the first trying to just get that puck away. But here comes Trinity Pawling. 5 on 3 in the zone again. That pass is blocked up, but not enough. It goes wide for Schultz. Schultz looking for Mangan. He just handed it down, and Bauer will play it off the wall. Right to Kirster. Kirster now, or excuse me, Mangan goes that cross ice. Kirster now with it. Got it blocked by Percival. And Mangan with it again. Good save by Hugoson as it comes to Schultz. Schultz for Mangan. Another shot high and wide. As they battle for it, leaves the zone.
And now they can get the change. They've been out there for a little bit, especially on the penalty kill. It's going to be harder for them. But they've got to keep those fresh legs.
Mangan shot and a save made by Hugoson. 5:13 left to play in this third period. Millbrook has the advantage. 6-4 with 15 seconds left of penalty kill time, 7 seconds left, 5 on 3.
And they're going to need Hugerson a lot more in these next 5 minutes. TP is going to try and push the game a lot. And Hugerson's only 38 shots on net, so I'm expecting a lot more in the next 5 minutes for Trinity Pawling to really push back into this game.
Walker wins the wall, but plays whistles down. I'm not sure what for.
They'll have to re-drop that.
They'll
puck.
redo that. Face off. And some technical difficulties by chance. I'm not sure what's going on here. As it's played wide for Fritz to Kimball, and that shot is gobbled up. As somebody, Walker's getting the treatment in front of the net as he took a slash at Hugginson. But Hugginson just great positioning in net, just eating up shots.
He's played a really solid game today. I mean, he has been like a magnet there. Like the puck is another magnet. The puck is found him, and he has given up 4 goals, but I mean, it's been on 39 shots. Like, he's seen a lot of pucks at his net, and he's done a really good job.
Kimball now, Fritz with it at the point. As they survive the 5 on 3, 2 seconds left, the penalty to Sakura, and they survive big penalty kill, 4:56 left to play. Millbrook up by 6-4. That'll be icing against Trinity Pawling, and just a huge kill by Millbrook.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a huge part of the game. I said it is a possible turning point for Trinity Pawling. Millbrook says no. They shut the door. Can they continue to keep that door closed with just under 5 minutes left? I mean, they're going to need someone to step up defensively. Right? They have given up 4 goals today, but if they're able to just play a sound and solid game in these last 5 minutes, this should be a Millbrook win.
Game is far from over. Plenty of hockey like they played as Kimball fires down in the center looking for Draver. Little overshot, and the blocker will play off the wall. And backtrack, and the blocker will take it down. The Souza. The Souza into the zone. Dubon is there. Walker, and that puck deflects up off the glass and off the zone. Settled down by Fritz in the zone defensive zone. Tries to move it. Walker's there to break that up, and the puck is down to the wire. And he's walking back deep. Kimball there to Fritz. On for what would be Broder. He finished all the wall by Walker. Just huge hit. Oh my God! And then Walker is Dubon. And there's Walker from center. Down to Racine hard to the corner. Given some trouble by 4, but not enough to give him lose the puck. The Souza on net, deflected by Dubon. Graber now with it, looking for Simeon. But Bauer Morrison just takes that away. Bauer Morrison loses an edge, and Simeon now on net, but that's deflected wide. Rexine loses it. Mangan now at center. Mangan stood up by Percival. And now Rexine has his own blue line. He's trying to game it forward. And Bauer Morrison is switching to his own zone.
And something Coach Sorrento really talked about is with the last 3 or 4 minutes in periods, he might tighten up his lines. And especially in a close game, that's something that we might see from him in the next 3 minutes.
3:05 left to play the third period. Top whistle wide. Before Millbrook. Just joining us. You come at the right time as this game is just heating up. First of all, the Dubon looking for a shot. Great goal! He scores! Right off the post.
What a
Adam Dubon!
What a snipe from Adam Dubon. He continues being a Trinity Pawling killer.
I think there were about 2 inches there, and he found both 2 of them to find a goal. 2:50 left to play, 7-4 Millbrook.
Yeah,
What a shot.
I thought he was going to go far side there, try and get a pass back to Percival, but he goes short side, beats Can Carroll to it. Just a fantastic job by Adam Dubon getting a goal. That's his 2nd goal in these 3 games against Trinity Pawling as a Millbrook Mustang.
And
That's what Brook needed.
good to see that Zach Kretschner is back on the ice. He was injured earlier in the game after a charged by one of the team players. So good to see him back on the ice. Walker now with the top. They're shooting for Gordon. Gordon now sticking into the corner. Looks for someone in the middle. They find him, but Hugerson with a better save. Will cover up and a bunch of extras. somebody's getting the business in there. As the refs try and take control of this game, tempers are flaring.
And Huggy right now is like an armor-plated tank. He is just not allowing anything past him. And I mean, these shots by Trinity Pawling are bullets, and they're just not finding a way past it.
The refs need to take control of this game and really lock it down.
But I think it's been a problem the entire game. I mean, sure, the tempers are flaring a little bit more as Millbrook just added another one. Pretty much.
Mazzarelli and
Sir, the fact that we're short on that is
Looks like
penalties are being figured out.
Too happy about that.
Not sure. Trinity Pawling has emptied their net. Cam Carroll's at the bench.
And that's an
Bloater
interesting,
in the box.
especially down 3 goals. I believe he's safe.
Bloater for roughing. Mazzarelli also for roughing. Those are offsetting minors. Still a little unclear what's going on. It looks to be Millbrook short-handed, but I'm not sure why. Gallivan will come over to serve the penalty. It seems to be a double minor on Mazzarelli. I don't know what the secondary call was. Nothing's figured out. And we'll whistle it and try and figure out everything here. Cam Carroll's back on the ice.
And there were too many men on the ice. It's 6 guys out there with the goaltender, I think.
No, we got 5 out there. We're unsure of what's supposed to be going on here. Offsetting roughing minors. Also canceled, so we get a 5-on-5 action, but we get another penalty on the board for Mazzarelli. Don't know what the call is.
The refs are going to talk. We're going to try and iron things out. Let's see what it is here.
It's 6 on 4 at the goalie kick.
A lot of confusion here. Really not sure what's going on.
Sorry for the expletives, too.
Tempers are flaring on both benches as everything tries to get figured out.
I mean, these teams are rivals, so it's something you would expect. But, I mean, it's been the story of the game. The physicality, the tempers, a lot of penalties, a lot of power play opportunities, and that's why Millbrook is up right now, 7-4. It's been that second period, what they were able to do there with all the power play opportunities. They put a 4 spot up in that period.
As Soriento gets an explanation, it'll be 5-on-4. Carroll will be in the net. I assume he's coming to the bench as fast as possible. As Trinity's Pawling's coach is demanding an explanation as well.
As soon as we thought the play would start, it just stops again.
Hey, at least this time it's not for a potential fight. Widespread confusion here.
Just really not sure what's going on, to be quite honest. But we'll get play going. 2:32 left to play in the third period. 7-4 Millbrook on the penalty kill for another 153. Schultz will deal that for Kirkwood. Kirkwood down the wing. He'll bump in. Peterson will cover that one and get a face-off right in front of him. Cam Carroll halfway out of the net. I assume he'll be coming to the bench on an offensive zone draw.
Yeah.
Not sure what the thought process is here.
Only if TP wins. If Millbrook wins this draw, he will be staying in this net.
Millbrook does win the draw, but Kirkwood now has possession. And Cam Carroll, we'll keep an eye on him. He's not left his net yet. Bogu hits the line. Kirkwood and Lowe will dump that net.
And that is a perfect little chip down there. No icing call.
And Schultz will come away with it. For Gordon. Gordon defended for Bogu. Bogu dancing around. Tries to find Kirkwood, but can't. They'll deal out wide for Mangan. Mangan for Bogu.
Just under a minute and a half left in today's game.
About 120 left to play in this game. 7-4 Millbrook. As Cam Carroll is going to stay in the net. I think Trinity Pawling is going to Kircher now finds Jordan, but his pass to Foger is not on the mark. Schultz will come away with a step back run.
And there we see Alex Fraser on the ice for his first shift in today's game. Big drop to him there. Now he's getting some time out there.
Now we're really clutching his team. Oh boy.
And so is Sean Mason too. That's the first time we've seen him play. But as I said, Sorrento not afraid to put some guys in there at the end of the game, give them some ice time, and just get the team motivation up.
As we've got 30 seconds left, 7 before Millbrook. Sean Mason there, trying to lay a hit on him, but this is important. James through, and it comes to Kimball at the point. Peterson will glove that now for a save.
And that's the story. That's been the story of the game. Trinity Pawling getting a lot of shots on net, trying to cause a lot of chaos. I mean, they have 41 shots on net right now, but Hudson has been up to the task. He's seeing everything like an Air Force pilot right now, really doing a really good job in that net.
19.2 seconds left, 7 before Millbrook, but we'll look at forward to Kimball will handle that one. Let's lay it on to the Ravens. White Jets in the game. Braver now below the net. Matt Elliott for a second. And now it's Walker in center. He'll play up to the point for Kimball as his final shot sails wide. A good Millbrook victory, 7-4. Good job by the boys. Bauer Morrissey on a tear today.
Absolutely, and it all starts with what Coach Sorrento was talking about. And I think we saw it. I mean, we saw in the last game a lot of 5-on-5, not too much 5-on-5, but a lot of offensive ability there. But we saw a lot of 4-on-4 power play success. In the last game, we saw that today. Bauer Morrissey being absolutely clutch and crucial for the Millbrook Mustangs. And I mean, that's just a great job by him. Also, Nico Rexine and Adam Dugan and Percival on that top power play line did a really good job too, getting the puck around, finding Bauer Morrissey and giving him some opportunities. And I think another good story, we saw Jesse Curl with the goal. That's really big for him, obviously coming back PG year after a big injury last year that pretty much sat him down for the most part of the season. And then we saw Gio Panicola get a shift, we saw Alex Fraser get a shift, we saw Sean Mason get a shift towards the end of the game. And that's really big for them too, just improving team morale, getting some guys involved that aren't really normally involved. And then, Jake Hugeson in that too was pretty good today. Yes, he did give up 4 goals, but he was on 41 shots, and he just did a really good job seeing everything, seeing the pucks, getting his body behind the pucks, and just seeing the ice really well, seeing what he had to do, and he did it well too. So really good overall team win by this Millbrook varsity club, boys varsity club. Really good job, big win here, 7-4. We knew it was going to be an opposite out for. It was an opposite out for last game, 5-3. That's 8 goals there. This game there was 11 goals, but it was all about that second period for the Millbrook Mustangs. They put up 4 goals, and they really helped shut the door on the Trinity Pawling game.
One other note to add: we did see Robbie Southwick leave the game with an upper body injury. No update on him yet. Hopefully he's back for next game.
Yeah, 2 big wins for the Millbrook hockey program today. Just both 3-goal wins actually.
But huge wins, and thought they played a great game.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Good night and roll stay.